Good Saturday, everyone. Looking at the tropics, things are getting pretty active. So we have the yellow shaded region that you see there that is going to spin harmlessly out to sea. And then we have the orange shaded region. It is just now a tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. And where you see the easternmost edge of that orange shading is where we may start seeing a tropical depression develop about the middle of next week. So one thing good about the tropics, you have plenty of time to track activity there. But we'll track that as it tracks westward. As you see, that's a bit of a concerning angle to be coming at. Now, some of the latest guidance, which this is way too early to make any calls, but some of the latest guidance is suggesting that as it makes its way westward, that as it approaches the Bahamas, it may curve more out to sea. So we can certainly hope that's what happens. We certainly don't want to see the mainland of the U.S. impacted by a storm. But it's certainly something to keep an eye on. You may wonder, Mark, why do you have that full moon down there in the lower right? That's because it's a full moon, the full sturgeon moon, as they call it, of August. I'm still not sure why they call it a sturgeon moon, but I will look that up and try to figure that out. And of course, as you see there on the banner, it is a premier generator's level of concern. Level 1 for non-severe storms again today, just like in the last couple of days or so. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union bringing us our headlines that hot, humid, risk for a storm weather continues. The weekend is looking mostly dry, but there is a risk of a storm that still hangs over our head. Best rain chances will come Tuesday and Wednesday, it looks like. And of course, keeping an eye on the tropics. Premier generators level of concern, like I said, is level 1, just for the risk for a non-severe storm, just like what we've had the past couple of days. Clearview Closet and Blind bring us our 5-day forecast. And so similar to the last couple of days or so, I do believe we'll see some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. I know the Weather Service is saying no rain chance. They also said that yesterday. So, yeah, anyway. But I'm going 30% today. So I think we'll have less coverage today than we had yesterday. But there is still a threat. I know there will be a shower or storm across the Cumberland Plateau. It's hot. It's humid. We've got leftover boundaries from yesterday's activity. It's going to happen. Tomorrow looks like about a 50-50 shot, as well as on Monday. And then we go up to 70% as far as things are looking right now for Tuesday and Wednesday. So those of you who have not gotten any rain, hopefully you'll get some because there are chances each and every day. I went a while without getting any rain, and then all of a sudden got that 1.7 inches in one night, then got a half inch the next afternoon. I got 3/10 of an inch yesterday. So wow, I guess it's the Easter famine, right? Some of you all are telling me your grass is crunchy, and others of you are telling me you can't keep a handle on the weeds because there's just so much rain. Everything's just doing so well. So it's always this way in the summertime on the plateau. Premier Generators bringing us our 5-day severe weather outlook. Same story, not looking for widespread severe weather, but any isolated storm could become strong, and we've always got that lightning threat. And of course, the heavy rainfall that can come with any of these storms. Weichert Realtor is bringing us our extended outlook for threats. And I'm watching next Tuesday and Wednesday. We got that 70% chance for scatter showers and thunderstorms. And right now it looks like there's at least a low end risk for some flash flooding with those storms. And then the week after that, it's still looking like things are going to get pretty hot. It's looking like a pretty good heat wave is going to build in across much of the eastern U.S. Now, the tropics would mess that up. So if that orange shaded region that I showed you on the map that we're monitoring for tropical activity, if that develops into a storm or a hurricane or whatnot and impacts the U.S. and brings clouds and showers, that will definitely impact a heat wave that would be moving in. So that's just something to keep an eye on. Bramble Travel bringing us our On This Day in Weather History, 1878. The second most deadly tornado in New England history struck Wallingford, Connecticut, killing 34 people and injuring another 100 others. Destroyed a lot of homes. That was a rough tornado. 1992, a tornado packing winds estimated between 113 and 157 caused significant damage to the town of Chester, South Dakota. And you can see there where all kinds of damage was done. They even had to do some evacuations because an ammonia tank was impacted by the storm, and just all kinds of rough stuff there. Tornadoes can really wreak a lot of havoc. You folks have a wonderful Saturday and keep looking up. For even more weather information, just go to meteorologistsmart.com.